Welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 20 of Wholesome, and we will continue with our weights and continue with this journey of, this deep discovery of what is wholesomeness for me, for you. Nice. So come, let's light our candle and let's begin. Come. Aromatherapy. And so what feeling of wholesomeness can you find? What thread of wholesomeness in the tapestry of you can you unpick and give some attention to? Did you have a bath yesterday? Did you go for a walk? Did you spend time with a friend? Did you spend time alone? What did you do? Did you meditate? Did you make a choice of some kind that now, as you feel in, there's a sense of wholesomeness that's emerging? Nice. Go down to your arms. And sometimes wholesome things don't feel as nice or as fun as other things. For example, just there, I was reflecting that my wholesomeness was that I cleaned out the duck compound yesterday. And so I feel deep in me that there's an integrity to the fact that the ducks are now sleeping in straw again, and that it's nice and dry and yummy in there again. It was getting a bit mucky. And so just hands to your heart. Maybe you read a really hard chapter in a book, or you were studying, or just feel, what is it that you did that was wholesome? Oh, wonderful. So stretch your legs out long, and we're going to look at a movement, and then we're going to find it with weights. So bend both elbows, bring your hands just beside your sides with your elbows bent, and then reach your right hand towards the left. And then come back to center, and then reach your left hand to the right, and then come back to center. Reach both arms wide, straight out to the sides. Your palms are face up. Come back in. Turn your palms face down. Reach out to the sides. And come back in. Nice. Reach towards the right. Right with your left hand, sorry. Reach towards the left with your right hand. Reach both arms wide, palms face up. Bend your elbows. Turn your palms down. Be both arms wide. And back in. Nice. And then reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Reaching really tall from your sit bones all the way up into your fingers or knuckles. And then reach your left arm long. Nice. So reach your right arm towards the left. And then pull your right arm back into wing. And then pull it all the way back down into swan. And then wing. And then towards the left. Wing. Swan. Wing, left, wing, swan, wing, left. Nice. Other side. So left hand goes right, comes into wing, goes back into swan, wing, right, wing, swan, wing, right, wing, swan. We're going to try double that. So reach both arms wide, and then reach both arms up, and then bring both arms into wing, double wing, which is where your knuckles are in front of your face, and then pull both elbows down to swan. Nice. Reach both arms up. Bring both arms at double wing, and then swan, and then stretch your arms long and bring your fingertips to the floor and lean into your chest. Nice. And then round your back like you're bringing your nose down to your belly button. And then lift your chest and rise high. Round your back. And then lift your chest. Nice. One more time. Round your back. And lift your chest. Nice. Grab your weight. Reach both arms straight up towards the ceiling. And then slide down your weight all the way down the front, all the way down to your feet. And then all the way up. And straight up towards the ceiling. Sit really tall, pushing your weight high. Bend your elbows all the way down. Feet. Bend your elbows all the way up. Tall. Down the slide to the feet. Maybe beyond. Up the slide. And tall. Down the slide. Feet. Up the slide. Tall. Nice. Bring both arms down. Bring both hands down towards the right. And then all the way up. And then bring both arms down to the left. And then all the way up. From here, we're going to start looking at what else we can do with our feet. So bend both knees so your feet are flat on the floor. Both arms up, weights down to the left. Both arms up, both weights down to the right. Up, left, up, and right. So you could try floating your feet off the floor. Up and left, up and right. Up and left, up and right. One more time each side. Up and left, up and right. Super cool. Bring the soles of your feet together and your knees apart. And then stir the cauldron like this huge pot in front of you. So lean and stir the biggest pot that you can. You can do this with weight or without weight. We're really loading the inner thighs as we do this. Stir. And then stir in the other direction. Nice. From here, stretch all the way up. Come down the slide. Go forward. All the way up the slide. Tall. Down the slide. Forward. One more time. Up the slide. Tall. Down the slide. Forward. Nice. Drop your weight. Come back into your downward dog. All the way back. Stretching back, lengthening through your legs. Find the sense of connection down into your heels. I'm going to do a calf lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pull your heels deeply down. Feel all that space you've just created. That sense of engagement. Nice. Drop your right knee to the floor. Stretch back into your downward dog. Left knee to the floor. Stretch back, downward dog. Right knee down. Back. Left knee down. Back. Walk your hands back towards the back of your mat. Walk your feet back towards the back of your mat. Does this seem familiar? Walk forward to the front of your mat, kind of crawl walking, and then walk back. Walk forward. Walk back. One more time. Walk forward.
And then walk back. Nice. Pause and a forward fold. So bend your elbows, cross your arms, bring your elbows down in the direction of your toes. If that feels too heavy in your lower back, as always, bring your elbows to your knees and drop your head. Nice. Shimmy your feet so they're a little bit wider, maybe pointing slightly outwards. Bend your knees down as deep as they go. And then stretch your legs up. Bend your knees so your bum is dropping down. And then lift. So if you find, I was having this discussion one day with you, that you find that your heels don't drop and it's hard, you can hold on to a weight in your hand, since you have one there. And as you drop your bum down, the weight counterbalances the weight of your bum. And tendency is that you can drop your heels down or drop your bum down. So just feel that. Maybe have your weight in your hands or hold on to the leg of the couch. Sit your bum down and then lengthen. Sit your bum down. Lengthen. One more time. Sit your bum down, maybe holding on to your weight. Arms are forward. Super. Stretch through your legs. Rise all the way up. Stand with your feet hip distance apart. Roll into your hips. And roll in the other direction. Nice. Feet hip distance apart. Roll down through your spine. Bending your knees enough that you can roll all the way down. And then roll all the way up. Reach your arms wide. Palms come together, reaching up, looking up. Drop your arms, rolling down. And then all the way up, reaching up. So we're going to do the slide, but with weight. So if you know that your lower back can be vulnerable when you're holding weights, be careful. Okay, so bend your elbows, reach both arms up, and then travel down as close to your torso, bending your knees, bring your weight down to the floor. As close to your torso as you can, reaching up. As close to your torso, bend your knees all the way down. So just feel that all the way up. And then all the way down. All the way up. All the way down. Nice. All the way up. All the way down. And then pause there and reach your weight forward when you're down. Bring your weight back to the floor. All the way up towards the ceiling. Standing tall. All the way down. Pause with your weight on the floor. And then reach your weight forward. Down. All the way up, standing tall. Last one, all the way down. Weight comes down, pause there. Weight goes forward. All the way back up. Super. So if you have a really heavy weight, then don't do this with your weight, okay? If you have a medium or small weight, then great, keep going. So don't strain your shoulder. So reach your right arm up towards the ceiling and pause, and then let your left foot float off the floor. And push and push and push your right weight higher and higher towards the ceiling. I just feel like that's what you're balancing, is this weight up towards the ceiling. And then bend your elbow, bring your left hand to your knee, and bring your weight down between your 2 feet. Bend your elbow, stand tall,
Reach your weight up towards the ceiling. Lift your toe. Nice. Both feet to the floor. Bend your elbow. Left hand to your knee. Drop your weight down. Bend your elbow. Lift your torso. Reach your arm up. So I'm not traveling the weight unsupervised. I'm really supervising the weight of this. So both feet to the floor, bend your elbow. I'm containing the weight near my chest. Now I'm bending forward with the weight near my chest. And then I drop my arm down, my hand to the floor. Bend your elbow. I'm containing the weight. Stand tall and then reach up. Nice, last one. Bend your elbow, hand to your knee, bend forward. Weight to the floor. Bend your elbow and reach up. Super. Other side. So weight to the left side, reaching up. Let your right foot lift off the floor. Reach a bit higher, creating length through the left side, connection through the left side. Nice. Both feet to the floor, bend your elbow, right hand to your knee. Bend forward, bring your weight down. Bend your elbow, stand tall, reach your weight up, lift your toe. Both feet to the floor, bend your elbow, right hand to your knee, bend forward, weight to the floor. Bend your elbow, stand tall, reach your weight up towards the ceiling. And again, both feet to the floor, bend your elbow, bend forward, weight to the floor. Bend your elbow, stand tall, reaching up. Cool. Last one. Both feet to the floor, bend your elbow. Forward, down with your weight. Bend your elbow, stand tall, and up. Super cool. Cool, super. So bring your feet wide. We're going to do the non-water whoosher. So turn both feet towards your left and then push your right hand towards the left. So we'll just stand where you stay center. Come back to center, turn your feet towards the right, push your left hand to the right. Center, change weights. Left, center, change weights. Right. So now we're going to start traveling. Center, change weights. As you push your weight to the left, bend the left knee and come up onto the back toes. So now we're traveling with the weight, like we're trying to hand it to somebody. Back to center. Travel with the weight to the right. Center. Travel to the left. You can, if you want, lift your back toe off the floor. It'll give you another inch or two distance. And then travel to the right. Keep going. Travel to the left, whooshing. Weight whooshing. Oh, weight whooshing. And then to the left. Nice. One more time. Whoosh to the right. Pause. My right elbow is pulled back into lawnmower. My left hand is reaching strong. My back foot is really pointed and lengthening. Nice. Come back to center. Last one. Weight whooshing to the left. Left elbow is pulled back. Right arm is reaching. Back toe is lengthening up and back. And come all the way back. Hold your weight in your hand and lift through your calves. We'll do 20. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See if you can stay light on your heels as they drop down. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Roll your ankle. And roll in the other direction. Nice. Roll your ankle. Roll it in the other direction. Come sit on the floor. Have your feet wide. Bend your right knee And then drop your right knee down to center. And then rock your right knee back. And as you rock your right knee back, lean forward. You can have your weight in your hand if you want, in your right hand. Drop your right knee down. Right knee back. Down. Back. And my weight is really tucked into my chest. So it's a loaded sense of center of gravity, more so than any work into my shoulder. Nice. Other side. Weight to the left side. Really tuck it into your chest. Left foot's on the floor. Drop your left knee forward. And drop your left knee back. And your torso does the opposite. As your left knee goes back, your torso comes forward. As your left knee goes forward, your torso goes back. Well, just feel that. Feel a spiral in your torso to offset the weight of your leg moving. So I'm only really sitting on my right buttock. My left buttock is more or less in the air, except for the very end of the knee going back. Nice. Stretch both legs long, remove your weight, and just lean forward. Just find that distance forward that you go. Have a bit of a wiggle here. Remember, stay soft. Don't become rigid. Whatever your distance is, how do you stay soft at that place? Nice. So come sit cross-legged, hands to your heart. Wholesomeness. Connectedness. In the beginning, I asked you to text me and say what you thought wholesome was at the beginning of wholesome. And now, as we've traveled 3 weeks into wholesome, what is your sense of wholesome now? Come lie on the floor. Come lie all the way down, landing on your back, knees are bent. And so now, do you have a deeper sense of wholesome? A clearer sense of wholesome? Kind of a more experienced sense of wholesome and the tracking of wholesome? I know I do. I know it really has changed my understanding of wholesomeness as it is in my life. Rather than a concept, it's really in my body in a different way. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Last day of wholesome. Yum. And I'll see you. Yeah, looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow. And then, of course, we do have February and what we're planning for February, and I'll show you. It's dun dun dun. Great, lovely. Ciao, ciao.